So today, let's go over some more details for the new MacBook Pro 14-inch model. We have had a new report of the new Mini LED XDR Display resolution for the 14-inch models that I want to share. Let's go over more details about this and also a summary of everything we know so far, including the MacBook Pro 14-inch release date and price. Hi, it's Matt here, and now we are in October. So as it's getting closer to the MacBook Pro's release date and more leaks and reports are dropping in more regularly, I am making more MacBook Pro 14 and 16-inch videos until its launch. So as I have said before, I've decided for all the new MacBook Pro 14-inch videos, like this one you are watching, I'm going to give you the latest details on specific reports of info that we've been told, then details of the planned release date time, then a summary of the models that are going to be released with all their features that we've learnt in previous leaks. After, I'm going to reveal my wish list, as it were, for the MacBook Pro 14-inch, and also put in the comments below of what features you would like to see in the new MacBook Pros, and maybe in my next video I may feature your comment and discuss my thoughts around it. So let's get started with those details for the new Mini LED XDR Display resolution on the 14-inch MacBook Pro. So a report has come in from Mac Rumors from Steve Moser, who has given the resolution of the brand new Mini LED XDR display that is going to be put inside the smaller M1x MacBook Pro. It will be a Retina display again, but the resolution comes in at 3024 by 1964 pixels, what is very high and will give a pixel per inch, or PPI, of around 250. Right now, for example, the current 13-inch MacBook Pro has a resolution of 2560 by 1600 and has a PPI of 227. So having this large display on the 14-inch MacBook Pro and on top a higher PPI does mean we will see a clearer picture with the new Mini LED technology compared to the current 13-inch with a lower PPI inside it. This news again is getting MacBook fans like myself and you guys even more excited about the new MacBook Pro models that are coming out very soon. However, I will comment that this also leads me on to say that all reports and leaks are not 100% proof that they will come true for new MacBooks. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I can only present to you what I've been told and shown. However, if you are still watching this video, then you are as curious as I am in knowing what is being said about the new MacBooks anyway. So continuing on with the release date. So based on Mark Gurman's recent report saying that the MacBook Pros are coming in several weeks, this is most likely going to be the case for a launch event in October and release around a week or so later. Remember, the last time we got an overall design refresh on the MacBook Pros was in October 2016. So there's a possibility for this, but the exact date, with the exception of the COVID launches in 2020 of the new M1 Macs, all previous full releases of MacBooks have come at the end of October, and this has always been in the mid-20 numbers or even the first or second day into November, and it's always been a Friday. In fact, another leaker, Dylan, has also said that the end of October or early November time is on the cards. So based on this info, and remember this is on facts of other full-time MacBook releases, so remember this is not written in stone, we could, and I'll say that again, could see the new MacBooks in our hands on October 22nd or October 29th. But if we get a firm date, this of course will change, but for now this gives you a good time to base on when the release will be. So, just quickly, this channel has just hit over 230,000 subscribers, what is absolutely amazing. And we did a giveaway of a MacBook Pro M1. Well, I've got you some great news, guys. We're doing another giveaway, and it is for this. It is for an iPad Pro M1 with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. Now, anybody can enter in to win this giveaway around the world. It is an international giveaway. But all I want to know from you guys is basically, what Apple tech are you planning to buy in 2021? Or what other tech are you planning to buy if it's not going to be Apple tech? Write it down in the comments below, and make sure at the same time as well to subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell, because when we get over 260,000 subscribers, I'm going to be revealing who the winner is of this iPad Pro. So make sure you do that right now, because you'll want to know if you're going to be the lucky person to get your hands on this iPad Pro. Also at the same time as well, if you're enjoying this video so far, please make sure to press the like button. Well, let's get back to the video. With the latest leaks and release date out of the way, let's move on to a summary of everything we know so far. That previous leaks have painted a picture of the details for the MacBook Pro 14-inch with its price as well. So it's possible that what you're seeing here is going to change over the next coming weeks or months as we get more leaks and reports coming in. But let's begin. So the new MacBook Pro 14-inch is most likely going to be getting that brand new XDR liquid retina display like what we get inside the iPad Pro right now. It will be a mini LED display, and with that we'll be getting a resolution of around 2752 by 1720. And also, if it's like the XDR liquid retina display that exists right now, like in the iPad Pro 12.9-inch, it will also come with a Pro Motion display, what means it will have a 120Hz refresh rate. For storage options, it will start at 512GB and go all the way up to 4TB. For the actual chipset inside it, it is looking likely that we're probably going to be getting an M1x chipset inside, and this will be a 10-core CPU setup, and this will give us 8 performance cores and 2 efficiency cores, and then there will be an option between a 16 and a 32 core GPU depending on how much RAM you pick. And talking about RAM, there's going to be a choice between 16 to 64GB of RAM, and it's seeming likely that if you do pick the 32GB or the 64GB RAM option, this will give you the 32 core GPU option. There's also going to be a brand new design, because at the end of the day we're increasing up to a 14-inch design, and it's all going to look completely different. We're going to have an aluminium body, what MacBook Pros have been made out for many years. For ports wise, we're going to be getting the MagSafe. It's going to be returning at last in a brand new way, so it's really exciting to see to come back to the MacBook Pros because it's a great port. We're also going to be getting 3 USB-C Thunderbolt 4 ports, will also be USB 4 compatible, and we're also going to be getting return of a HDMI port, will be HDMI 2.1, and also an SD card port as well. That's going to be returning back to the MacBook Pro. For the actual webcam, we're going to be getting that center stage webcam like we get on the new iPad Pros right now, and this is a 12 megapixel camera in the middle of your MacBook Pro. For battery life, we're expected to be getting a 6068 milliamp battery inside it, so that should give us a really good battery life, especially mixed with the brand new Apple Silicon chipset. So prices wise, these are based on the lowest spec MacBook Pro 14-inch that you can get, because you can choose the different kind of storage options and RAMs and bits and pieces. All the prices sort of change, so I've just basically based all the prices on 16 gigs of RAM and then going up with the storages. So starting with the 512GB of storage, it will start at $1,799 US. 1 terabyte will be $1,999 US. 2 terabytes at $2,399, and 4 terabytes at $2,999 US. So that is a summary of the MacBook Pro 14-inch. However, for my thoughts and wishes. So my main wish is basically the same for the 16-inch MacBook Pro, and it's to do with the actual price. Now, over the years, the 13-inch MacBook Pro, so this is what we've got right now, including the higher tier version of the 13-inch model, has gone up and creeped up in price quite a bit. The higher tier 13-inch model right now, what they still sell from Apple, starts at $1,800, and if we go back about 8 years ago or so, it starts at $1,400, and I'm just hoping that Apple can at least keep the same price this year round for this brand new MacBook Pro and not increase the price for this next generation. But let me know in your thoughts below if you agree with this or not, and write in the comments as well what your wishes would be for the new MacBook Pro 14-inch. Well guys, it's also time to wrap up this video, so if you've enjoyed watching it, please make sure to like the video, and at the same time, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, followed by the notification bell. Until next time guys, see you soon.